Alright guys, welcome back to
The top four.
top 4 Grand Open Milan. We have Andrea Zanotti versus Giacomo Mantovan.
They are both playing Zodiac.
This is Kaijuzu and this is Kaijuzu.
So
So,
a Kaijuzu mirror match.
yeah.
Is there anything to say about the deck lists?
We can see that. First, we should switch to the playing field because I think they're shuffling up and starting. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Nice handshake. And we
can
can
turn the
see.
Archfiend up on the screen. That's how you can see that Nadir is in control of the graphics. So yeah. I don't know who's going first. Yes.
I think Andreas going first.
Yeah. Andreas going first. No draw on Lockbird. Is he maining it? He is maining 2 draws, but he doesn't have it. 2 draws, 1 maxi, 3 Ghost Ogres, no Ghost Ash.
That's very interesting. This weekend I went through a couple of deck lists. I made the graphics on DevPro, so we can have the images later on. And most people were not playing Ash Blossom.
I think it's correct.
Because it's
from
really
what I'm seeing today,
suboptimal
it's just like
against
super
pure
weak.
Zodiac. It's the hand trap that does the least. And if you can main deck cards like Retaliating Sea or Flying Sea or Drawn Lockbird that can be game ending, there's not much reason to play Ash Blossom.
So
If you're not fearing your rogue matchups. And I think Dinosaurs and the Maestro Dracos are rogue in this metagame.
yeah, they are. And we see a Ghost Ogre on the Ra, but my body is a shield from Andrea, which he's chosen to play too. Which I think is cool. I like it more than Chalice. From what I've seen this weekend, Chalice was good.
It's
But it was-
always okay.
the thing
it's
is, like,
never really good and it's never bad.
It was always
Just a card
it was
you
always
had.
good in a way that all of these cards are good. You know, it was always good when it hit Dryden,
Yeah.
and it was always bad in other spots.
It's better going second than going first.
Of course, yeah, but like the thing is, my body is also always good against Dryden, but it also does more stuff like Dark Hole and Ghost Ogre and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think overall, I'd still rather play a card like that, where Chalice has been underwhelming in scenarios where it didn't hit Dryden.
Yeah, especially in a deck like Zodiac where you have to protect your monsters more than you have to protect your spell cards. In a deck
Yeah.
like Dinosaurs, for example, where you have to protect your diagram, Chalice is of course better.
Yeah, sure, of course, yeah. Against Trident, that is
Yeah.
better. No.
Nothing to talk about. But there has been a Ghost Ogre. What did he hit?
He got my body.
Oh, okay. What's
Nadir's
going
having
on?
fun with the graphics.
Tried to find a card called Fun. There's no card called Fun.
Oh.
There's Smile World.
Smile World?
Yeah.
Show me Smile World. Sick.
All face-up monsters currently on the field gain 100 attack.
That's pretty good. Alright, Kaiju on Dryden, and Andrea ended on no back row, which is not too surprising. He's only playing 2 strikes and 1 barrier.
That's a weird ratio.
I think that's barrier. Yeah, it's barrier.
Yeah, it's barrier.
Yeah. I mean, barrier is once per turn, so that's why he's playing 1, I think. And followed up by a Terratops. So
Yeah, but
Andrea's
there
deck,
has been a drawn
he's
Lockbird.
like, oh yeah, drawn Lockbird, yeah, okay. But still, Andrea's deck, he's running relatively low on hand traps.
Yeah,
Because
he
we
is.
said like no Ghost Ash, and I think also no Ghost Ogre.
Yeah, he's only playing 1 Maxi and 3 Drawn Lockbird.
Yeah, and he's also not playing many traps, so that's really risky.
yeah,
And
but
we're
he
seeing
is
it
playing
here.
a lot of spell cards that are good going second.
Well, 2 Cosmic Cyclone,
2 Chalice, no, 1
one
Chalice,
Chalice, 1
and
Chalice, and 2 My Body.
and Kaijus.
Yeah, but like
So
going
he's
first, his deck is not as good at going first because he's not gonna have backup.
yeah, but
Like he makes his field and then just passes, and he doesn't have much disruption.
I think the only advantage of playing this kind of Zodiac deck is all your cards are good drawn as your 6th card.
Except for draw.
Yeah, but draw
And
is
max.
turn ending when you draw it in your opening 5.
I still don't like it that much. Because like you see here, he went first, and he didn't even got hand trapped. Well, he negated the hand trap,
Yeah.
and still is losing pretty hard because he had like no back row, and only a mediocre hand trap. I think the draw doesn't do much here
Yeah, he
at all.
was
Like he's still gonna get fully cleared, I think.
maybe not fully.
Well, yeah, but
What's
a
under
kaiju.
what's under the trident? Is it Thorblade? No,
It
it's
should
Whiptail.
be Thorblade or Whiptail.
It's Whiptail. So if he has another Whiptail, he can clear
Can
it.
kill the Emerald, but he can also just pop it. Wow, there's a second Whiptail. Okay.
Yeah, you would rather not pop it next turn.
Yeah, of course he wants to keep his Trident effect. But yeah, he cleared the board completely, and now it's back over to Andrea, and he has to see if he can break it. Also, his name is Giacomo, not Guacomo.
So, Giacomo is playing real traps. He's playing 4 Solemns and 1 Imperial Order on top of the Zodiac combination, so
Mhm.
the back row might be dangerous.
No. Can we have an update about who is in top 4 besides this future match?
It's Isaiah, of course.
Isaiah is in there. We saw him win top 8.
Yeah,
I don't know who's the last guy in top 4, but it's also Zoo for sure. We know that much.
do you think Andrea can play through double disruption?
Well, it depends on his hand. He doesn't necessarily have to play through if he has. Oh, yeah. If he plays Raigeki. Oh. Doesn't have Raigeki or Dark Hole. Because if you have Raigeki or Dark Hole, you don't necessarily have to play through the back row.
Yeah, but it's still 1 card less in your hand.
Yeah, of course. So did he search or did he drew the Takedomori?
I think he had it.
He had it in hand.
So his draws last turn were Terrortop and Taketon both.
Yeah.
Or Destroy Phase.
Well, there's a Kaiju. That's a start.
Wait, does he Kaiju after summoning monsters? Isn't there some kind of risk?
He might have been waiting for something. Like barrier, maybe. Maybe he knows that Giacomo is maining barrier.
Yeah, okay.
No, but well, he would always try
yeah,
that before.
But then you would summon Terrortop and attack, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and he would also, your opponent would always use Trident before they
Yeah, of
activate
course.
barrier. So
Or chain it to barrier.
okay, so he does have combo engrave, which is nice. And suddenly it actually looks alright for Andrea, because he had Kaiju, Terrortop, and normal summon. Actually 3 layers of play. But yeah, I don't really
Does he play
understand.
Totem Birds? Yeah, he
He
is.
does play Totem Bird.
But you know that Giacomo isn't playing the barrier. His
Yeah,
only
we
traps. His only traps are strikes,
Strike,
and
warning,
and
Imperial
Totem Bird is
Order.
really bad against those.
Imperial Order would be terrible for him here, if he had it.
So what do you summon first, Invoker or at Zodiac XYZ?
Not sure. I think if he's making Totem Bird here, he definitely doesn't know Giacomo's deck
The
well
advantage,
enough.
yeah. The advantage of
Okay.
making Invoker first is that you can run over the other Invoker with Thorblade because Tenki is up.
So if this gets striked, he can still run over the Invoker, and then it's Totem Bird against Kaiju, which Giacomo's still in the winning position at that point. So that's kind of risky here to go for the Totem Bird first.
Because if there was a
What is it even playing around?
big Chalice,
Like which back row? I think Barrier would have come down already.
Chalice,
Chalice on what?
I don't know, on Zodiac X right now.
Yeah, but then you can still make Invoker. Even
I don't
after
know.
Chalice. I don't think there's any back row that this Totem Bird plays around. It does play around the follow-up of like Dark Hole or Reikeki, but he could still do the Totem Bird later if he wanted to.
Maybe he reads that the back row is fake.
Yeah, but then you can still make Totem Bird later. You can try the Zoo
Yeah.
combo. Like, yeah. It's good against Torrential, but arguably he should have Torrential before already.
Yeah, he should have torrential on the Thorblade.
Because of the Totem Bird possibility, should have Torrential
Yeah.
first. So I don't know. I don't know what this Totem Bird is trying to play around.
Totem Bird was better when at the start of Zoo format, like in February, when people were still playing cards like Mirror Force maybe. But nobody's playing those cards right now.
But even in that case, you could still try and attempt your Zoo combo and then make the Totem Bird before
Yeah.
you go into battle phase.
Yeah. Do you think Totem Bird is worth playing at all right now?
I think it's arguable. It's still good.
It's alright, yeah.
But like because of course because of Chakanine and Hammer Kong, you have a lot less space in your extra deck.
In the past, if you opened Terror Top and the red player, you would always go for Totem Bird.
Yeah, but now that you have
But
like
right
one
now
or
you
two
have to
fusion
play around.
substitutes,
And
can
you have
still
to play around 10 traps, so you have
yeah,
to
yeah,
summon Invoker.
yeah. So I think it's fine to cut it, yeah. And it seems like Giacomo's back row indeed was not a strike, just a fake, so he scooped it up. Yeah, it did seem like a good spot for Giacomo, but Andrea had Kaiju plus Normal Sum plus Terratop, so that was a way to break that board. Yeah. Looking at the side deck for Andrea, what is that one? It's Dweller. Is it? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's Dweller.
What's like for the first word is Abyss, but the second one?
Yeah, it's Dweller. It's Italian,
Oh,
I think.
no. Forbidden Chalice,
Yeah, Denko Sekka.
Danko Seka, Anti-Spell Fragrance, Flying Seas, Ghost Ogres, and one
Imperial Order.
Imperial Order. Maybe. His handwriting is really hard to read. Oh, this one's better. 2 Anti-Spell for Giacomo, 2 Barrier, because he has 1 main, right? No, he doesn't have. That was Andrea. 2 Barrier, 2 Twin Twister, 2 Danko, the 3rd draw on Lockbird, yeah. 1 Kaiju. Oh, so he's already maining 3 Kaijus and 2 Slumbers and siding a 4th Kaiju. What do you think that is for? Just True Dracos?
Yeah,
Andrea won.
no.
Game 1. 2 Flying Seas and 3 Retaliating Seas, okay. So since Giacomo is going first...
Denko Sekka, but there's no single Paleo deck in the tournament.
Yeah. But like he's probably siding in the barriers for going first and the fragrance too, right?
I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're siding Fragrance, I don't know if I would side Fragrance at all, but
If you're playing it,
yeah,
I
if
guess
it's
you're
already
putting
my
it in.
side deck, I'm
Okay.
putting
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, it eliminates a lot of stuff. Like.
And he has like Kaijus in the main deck, which he wants to take out, and yeah, you have to put something in.
So. Yeah. Andrea's side for going second. He does have the Flying Seas and the
Flying
Ghost
Sea and
Ogres.
Ghost Ogre.
I don't know if he wants to bring in the Ghost Ogres. I would assume if he likes Ghost Ogre in the mirror,
He would play it in
main
main
it.
deck.
Yeah, he would main it if he likes it. So it would be, I'd be surprised to see him sighted in, kind of.
Yeah, it's
Because,
not
like, Ghost Ogre
logical.
is really good against everything that is not the mirror.
And
Like, it's really good against True Draco, it's good against Dino. So if he likes it in the mirror,
Zephyr.
if he likes it in the mirror, he should be maining it.
Yeah, Ghost Ogre and Ash Blossom are the most generic hand traps, and Maxi, of course.
Alright, there's Flying Sea, so we're seeing the risk once again here.
I think
And
it will stick, yeah.
set 3 pass. There are a lot of actual traps in Giacomo's deck now. So those could very well be very real traps. Like he's playing strikes, warning, order, barriers, and
So
frames.
comparing Flying Sea to Drawn Lockbird, which one is better?
Well, I think if it works, Flying Sea is better, of course.
Yeah, because you don't have to deal with Trident.
Honestly, I think Drawn Lockbird is just in itself a very mediocre card. So even if it works and even if it does what it's supposed to do, it's not like good or anything.
And people are playing Tornado Dragon, so even if you Drawn Lockbird them, they can end on Trident and Tornado Dragon,
Yeah.
which is basically 2 disruptions. If you don't open Terror Top, you might have problems
Yeah.
playing through that.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I think all of these hand traps are mediocre.
So the solution to this format is not playing 15 hand traps.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, okay. What's the bigger issue of True Draco in the metagame? That Masterpiece is hard to out, or that most back row cards become worse?
Well, there's a combination of both. Like Paleo, for example, it loses to Masterpiece, but that's not the biggest problem. Biggest problem is that it just cannot grind against small Draco.
Against the Draco engine without
Yeah.
Masterpiece, okay.
Because the Draco engine always pops your back row when they attribute the spell and traps, and that forces you to chain to them. But whenever you activate a trap, they can always respond with their level 5 and 6 guys.
Yeah.
That will get them card advantage, but it will also interrupt your chain links. So it's like
yeah, and
that's you just
the-
can't grind through.
the continuous trap cards can also chain,
Yeah.
so you activate a trap, they revive.
Yeah, and then
vanilla.
even if you somehow find a way to like outgrind them, if you draw like insanely with like the misers and stuff, they still summon Masterpiece at some point and just like still can't really
Yeah,
out
the
it.
attack point issue is also a problem.
Yeah. I mean,
Totally Awesome can't beat over anything.
you can out Masterpiece, right? It's technically possible. You
Yeah,
just can't
of course.
outgrind it. Like you can if they make it immune to monsters and traps, you can book, you can Dark Hole or Regeki it. If they make it immune to monsters and spells, you can use any of your traps on it. If they don't make it immune to monsters, you can technically negate it with Toad.
There's still the Kaiju for that.
Yeah, but or Kaijus in general, yeah, of course. But then like you just run out of cards.
Yeah.
You don't have enough cards to deal with everything. Okay, Thorblade comes out. In defense. Discards a rat, right? No, Whiptail. Yeah, Whiptail. What did he use the warning on? The normal summon?
On red, I think. Yeah.
So you went... No, he used it on the XYZ, right?
On Borbo.
Yeah, Borbo.
Yeah, that's why Ram is in Wave.
Yeah. Do you think it's good to use the warning there?
I think you should wait on more important XYZ monsters.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's very unlikely
Because
for
what's
them
happening
to
here,
have no follow-up.
he could totally see coming what's happening here, because this is still just off of the Invoker that was already there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
What are the most important XYZs? The Broad Bull? Would you rather want in the Broad Bull or the Trident?
You could also
Seeing
argue.
as they're-
You could also just wait for the rank 4.
That follows all that. So Emerald.
Yeah. You can just wait, let him do whatever he wants to do, and then just warning the last thing, the one thing that actually annoys you,
Yeah, that's what
which
I
means
like about
either the rank 4 or
Mirror
the
Frost. Mirror Frostes have
Trident.
always been good against Zodiac because you could just let them play, do whatever you want, and
there's instant fusion, which he's playing 2 of, I think. Yeah, 2 instant
yeah,
fusions.
most people are playing 1 or 2.
And there's order, at least something.
Yeah, but that also means he
Do you
can't
think
top deck
Andrea
damage.
should have played around that by making Trident already? Because he's gonna make it anyways over the bull, right? It's gonna
I
happen.
think he wanted to do a substitute combo. What did he search with Bull?
No, he searched Whiptail. I think he sides it
Okay.
out going second, which
Yeah.
I agree with.
Would you side out all copies or only 1 copy if you're playing 2?
I think all copies.
Yeah, I get the point.
I think it's arguable to
But
keep
last
it,
format, for example, when we only had 2 red and so between the Bandless and Maximum Crisis, I still kept Infusion Substitute going second because Zodiac was not powerful enough without Fusion Substitute.
but I think now it is.
Yeah, now you have Jackanine. And you don't have to worry about a big board from your opponent because he's also playing Zodiac and all the monsters are weak.
What do you think about just not dropping Flying C turn 1?
Keeping it in hand.
Yeah,
It depends on how much you would lose to
to the Trident.
the Rhine. Yeah.
I think if you have a somewhat playable hand that could play through Trident, I think I would just keep it and try to force a grind game, and then just
He had
drop
the
it at some point.
Territor, but he also has to be afraid of
Trident plus back row, of course.
yeah, exactly, or Trident plus Ghost Ogre.
It depends on your hand, but like normally I think you would try. Yeah. Okay, he scoops it up. He drew instant fusion, but it was dead because of Imperial Order, and the other card in his hand was just a normal summon that would be popped by Trident. Like he would crash the Flying C,
Yeah.
then he would normal summon, he would get popped by Trident. No, it's 2-0.
Sure. Yeah.
Andrea wins 2-0.
We will probably get him for an interview.
Yeah, Nadir, can you get him for an interview?
Yeah.
Okay. Andrea. Congrats for winning top 4.
Thanks.
So you'll be moving on to the finals. Um, Zodiac.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. Anything special about your list that you want to point out?
I think is very linear and
Yeah. What made you choose Kaijus for the main deck?
because I didn't have the True Draco card, so
Oh, okay.
I can't even try it. So I decided to play.
Do you think you would have played Dracos if you had them?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. What made you play one barrier?
I didn't have other two
Okay,
barriers, so I
okay.
put in Swing
Strikes.
Solemn Strikes.
Okay. So we don't know who your opponent for the finals is. I think, well, it's going to be Zodiac.
Yeah,
Everyone's
of
playing
course.
Zodiac. So yeah, I mean it's Zodiac. So how was my body for you? How was my body as a shield for you
Was
this tournament?
really good. I decided to play 2 because there is the Hammercon combo. So with Chalice you
yeah,
cannot
sometimes
target.
you cannot target the dragon.
dragon.
Yeah.
But Chalice is still really good for Flying Sea and
Flying
if he
Sea, yes.
try to trident the Barrage or Tanky.
Yeah, of course. So overall, which one did you like more, Chalice or my body?
In the main deck, for sure, my body.
Yeah.
And post side, of course, Chalice for Flying Sea.
This Dweller, right?
Yeah.
Dweller. Okay. It's only for Draco.
Yeah, for Draco and Dinosaur random
Yeah,
matchup.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How often do you actually summon the Totem Bird?
Totem Bird once, because I have a really strong hand. So with Terror Top, Instant Fusion, and Rat, so I
Then
can
you
make
don't need
the
the-
whole combo with Totem Bird.
Okay. Yeah. So you have 2 fusion substitutes. Do you side all the fusion substitutes out when going second?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I guessed last game. So yeah. I mean, it's not too much to say about Zodiac anymore.
No.
But yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, good luck for the finals.
Thanks.
See you later, maybe,
See
for
you
the
later.
winner interview, if you manage to win it. So, yeah.
Probably.